What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri. You don't know if I'm winking or I'm blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead Season 9, The Whispers, Alpha, what Alpha sounds like. In this video, we're going to highlight Alpha a little bit. The trailer, we're going to show you the clip of Alpha talking. Do you like what she sounds like? Have you heard it? If not, you can hear it right here. But again, spoiler warning. As always, if you're worried about spoilers, stop watching now. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to become a valued member of our PT channel, Walking Dead family, show us some love by hitting that subscribe button and hitting the bell to get notifications when we post videos, which is pretty much every day. Photo, video, and info credit to these fine folks right here, especially AMC and The Walking Dead. Now here's Alpha, and what does she have in her hand? Is it a knife? Is it a sword? Is it a machete? What could it be? And could it be the red-handled machete that was once owned by Rick Grimes? Let me know your thoughts. I'm not sure if it is the red-handled machete. I'll talk about why and why not it could or could not be, but we're going to hear Alpha speak in a second, and some people like it, some people hate it, some people think it's atrocious. I think it's okay. It's a little different, but we'll have to wait and see very, very soon. Here you go.
I am Alpha. Your people crossed into our land. Your people killed our people. There will be conflict.
Now, I heard the best description of her accent as being a redneck grandma. I think that's hilarious. But is it Louisiana slang? Is it this twang? Is it this and that? I am Alpha. Yeah, there will be conflict. Where am I from? We don't even really know where Alpha's from. We don't know much backstory of Alpha and the Whispers, except they're savages, they're crazy, it's kill or be killed, and the strong will survive. But does Alpha have the red-handled machete in her hand there? Is this going to come back around? And I mean, we haven't seen it for a long time. Is it in the possession of Alexandria? Did the Saviors take it? Was it left outside? Because if you watch the Red Machete web series, small little thing, it kind of jumps around a little bit, like it was left there and here, but it looks pretty different. In Rick's hand, which is pretty big, the handle, the blade, it looks totally different than what Alpha has on her side in her holster. But will we see this red-handled machete again, and would it be in Alpha's possession, is a question I get a lot. And I just don't know the answer, but if you look at the handle and this handle, it's totally different. It's a different knife. It's a different thing. I just don't see it being the same thing. Also, this is kind of a weird picture of Alpha's groin. I apologize for that, but that's what they zoomed in on the trailer, so that's what we saw. Also, you can see her belt buckle. Again, there's a great shot of the handle of her knife, the blade, but is it a machete? It's totally different. It's looked like an ivory handle or something of a knife, not really of the red-handled machete. It's not even red. But then you look at it here and you see that it's red. I think it's blood from the person that Alpha killed. The blood on Alpha's hands. She had it on the knife, put it back in her holster, and didn't clean it off. So that's why it's red. It's not the red-handled machete like some people believe. And as you can see, those are Alpha's hands. They're bloody. She's washing them off, probably from the Whisper that she potentially killed, from the potential spoilers that are going around. Is this the knife that she has in her holster? Is it Beta's knife? Is it something else? I don't know. It could be, but it's very small. If it's Alpha's knife, it's definitely not a machete, and I know a lot of people want it to be the red-handled machete, and I kind of do too, but will we see? I'm not sure. Alpha is going to be a badass villain? Hopefully. Will the show be totally different than the comics? Will they have little remix and twists and turns? I hope it's just better for the show than it was in the comic, and I did like the Whispers in the comic. You can see Alpha's shotgun behind her back, but then as she turns, you can see the handle of the knife on her holster, and that's where she says, I am Alpha. So I think she sounds Southern. I don't know if it's Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, or something like that. Hopefully they answer it, give us a little backstory, but that'd be crazy if she was in Georgia same time the group was. Also in the trailer, if we look at it here closely, who is this person? To me, it's Henry, and the other person is Beta, obviously, but who is Beta pulling up from the ditch? I believe it's Henry because of the haircut, the look, just makes sense. Also, the bow staff, walking stick, whatever you want to call it, it looks to be the same one that Henry had. Is Henry in trouble here? Is Henry going after Lydia? And is that Henry in the front there with Lydia and Connie or someone else? I believe that's Henry in the front, same kind of jacket, and Lydia. At night, they're going somewhere. Are they trying to escape and leave the Whispers? It just looks like the same jacket that Henry potentially has right there. And if you look at the previous photo and this one, it's night and day, but the jacket looks pretty similar. So I think Henry goes after Lydia when Lydia gets taken back by Alpha. So Lydia's returned. Henry kind of has some crush or some interest in Lydia. Henry will talk to Lydia in episode 909, I believe, in Hilltop's jail cells. 2 different jail cells, I assume. But there should be a connection and a bond with Henry and Lydia. It makes sense, right? The Carl-Lydia dynamic. Henry is going to replace Carl somewhat. Maybe it's all together or totally different. But Henry is going to be at the Camp of the Whisperers. Now, I initially thought this was a whisper that Beta had. And I think it is again. I thought it was a whisper. Then I thought it was Henry. Now I'm going back to it being a whisper. Look at the hair. Look at the look. It's a better picture for sure. But if you look at it in the trailer, you can see it's Beta pulling up probably Henry and then this shot. So if you put 2 and 2 together, it looks like the same thing, the same lighting and in the woods. But I think it's a whisper that Alpha and Beta have a problem with. And I think it's this person or someone connected with this person because Alpha and Beta aren't messing around and there's some sort of conflict at the Whisperer camp. And you can see Alpha's hand is bloody there. I think Alpha just killed one of her own Whispers, and this is the boyfriend of that Whisper. I believe it's a woman that Alpha takes out, and Alpha's like, look, you don't mess with me. I'm the leader. What I says goes, and we'll see that happening. Also in that trailer, if you look at it closely, you see Connie walking with something in a cornfield or a maze or trees or something. I believe it's a baby in her hand. And if you look behind her, you see a Whisper following her. Connie's freaked out. Is this when the Whispers leave a baby that was crying? Connie runs out to get it, and the Whispers go after her? What's going on here? I can't wait to find out. So if you guys are lucky enough to have AMC Premiere, which is a $5, or I think it's $4.99 monthly service, you can watch episode 909 this Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl, and then I'm going to watch episode 909 the following week. And I'm excited to watch it, but I'm going to wait. Also, guys, Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow, but we still have our live stream as planned, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you're out of the United States, if you're on the East Coast, West Coast, it's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I live in Florida, so that's why I do 1 o'clock time, because it's early enough for the West Coast and then late enough for Europe and everything there too. We talk about a lot of cool things. 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every Sunday, except for when I'm on vacation or I'm going somewhere. Also, guys, I just want to say a big shout out to my Patreon peeps, the people who support the channel by liking, sharing, subscribing, letting people know about the channel, but also donating to our Patreon page. Thank you, all my patrons. Thank you. I can't do it without you. Also, anyone who's involved with the live streams, super chats, and donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So could it be the red-handled machete? It could, but I just don't think it is. Is it 2 different things? Is it a machete there and then a knife? Could she have more than one weapon? Obviously. She could have her sawed-off shotgun, a machete, and a knife. I think it makes sense that she could have it. I hope that it is actually Rick's red-handled machete, and they answer it a little bit here. Also, what do you think of Alpha's twang, slang, dialogue, and accent? Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Show us some love if you haven't clicked on that subscribe button. We love talking about The Walking Dead and various content. So if you love that and just being entertained, this is the channel for you. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.